Well, welcome back. I'm still working on the villa. This takes a while. What I'm going to show you today is how I paint the awning, the striped awning. I've already done one that you can see there. And I use my maul stick. This hooks over the top of my easel and I can just rest my hand on it, and this steadies my hand as I use the brush. So this, I guess you can get some focus. But anyway, that's how I do that. It just hooks over the top of my easel and then I can put my hand on it to do my brushwork. First of all, what I do on the awning is I just paint the entire awning in. I paint the light and the dark shadow. Now what I want to do is toward the back of it make the shadow bluer, and as then we come to the left, which is just a little bit closer to us perspectively, I want it to be more purple. The blue is a mix of white plus ultramarine blue. This right here is a mix of white plus dioxazine purple. I do the same thing on the part of the awning that hangs over. You can see here it's not going to be quite as dark as this up here because this is under the shadow of the roof. This is going to be just not, like I say, not quite as dark because the sun is hitting it, but since it's the upright plane, it's darker. The flat top of that awning, where the awning curves up, where it catches the sun, is going to be lighter. It'll be white. And again, this I just put a little bit of that purple in there. Now I want to put my white on there. This is just my pure white. And this is just that very top part of the awning is in shadow from that tile roof overhang. There's our awning. If it was white, we'd be done. Now, what I'm taking here is a mixture of alizarin, or not alizarin, crimson, excuse me. This is magenta plus liquid. I've just made a pretty thick wash of this. And what I want to do up on the shadow part is establish where my stripes are going to go. I'm real lucky I got this the first time. Oh, look at that. Okay. All right. Now I start drawing the stripes down into that wet paint. Do my shadow part first, and that one got a little wide, but I can go back and fix that. Again, I'm bracing my hand on the maul stick. Now I'm using a mixture of that magenta plus white. I'm going to put the maul stick aside and try it this way. I'm just going to brace my hand on the unpainted part of the canvas. I need to get a little closer and I don't want to get in front of the camera. The perspective is a little bit off because the camera's at the side of to the side of the painting. I can't have it directly behind the painting because then I'd be in the way as I paint. Couldn't see it. As I drag this lighter magenta color over the white, it picks up some of the white and lightens the stripe even more. That one didn't get very light. I'm going to go back and now, on some of those that didn't get as light, I can go back and just bring a little white on top of it. Now what I'm going to do here is take a little smaller brush. That stripe that I said was too wide, I'm just going to take some of my shadow color, and this is called a fine liner brush. Sign painters use this. In fact, this brush is older than I am. Jack used this when he was in college. He worked for a sign painter as one of his jobs, putting himself through college. And this was his brush. And now I'm using it, so it's pretty old. But we wash our brushes, we are very careful with them. What we use is a cleaner called Terpenoid Natural, and it's made by the same company that makes the Terpenoid odorless paint thinner, which I also use. And it's a cleaner for brushes, and it also conditions the hair in the brush, the bristles. And so it's like your hair. You know, these are brush bristles or hair. The synthetic ones aren't, but even the synthetic ones need the conditioning. And Terpenoid Natural is an excellent cleaner, and it keeps your brushes, it keeps them in tip-top shape, because brushes are expensive. Now what I'm doing here is I'm taking some of my pure white and coming back on the white stripes and just making them brighter. Now we're going to do the little uprights on the awning where the awning comes down and then falls down. So I'm going to go back to my wash of magenta plus liquid. Okay, now you notice I keep wiping my brush. That's to keep the color clean on the canvas. You can't have clean color on your painting if you have a dirty brush. So I wipe my brush quite often. And now we just put these, and again I'm bracing just against the canvas, the unpainted part. Just go over just a little bit, but again I can adjust those stripes. That one's there, that one's there, that one's there, and that one's there. Now I also have some of my building color. My building color is my mud, which is 2 parts of ultramarine blue and 1 part of alizarin crimson, and it's mixed with cadmium yellow medium, a little bit of cadmium orange, and white to make my color for my limestone rocks. I'm going to let a little more light hit this rock wall right there. And that awning casts a shadow down over the door. And since this is France, we have a little French door on that little terrace there, a little balcony. Gosh, wouldn't you love to live in this villa looking out over the ocean? And man, that would be, oh, wouldn't that be wonderful? Wake up, I'm sure that's the master bedroom up there. Wake up there in the morning and look out at that beautiful, beautiful ocean. And oh, I'm ready to go. I love Provence. So there we are on our awning. I really appreciate you watching my YouTube videos. Please subscribe to my channel. And to see the complete step-by-step process of this painting, to see the entire thing from start to finish, visit my blog. The link is in the description below. It is also, the address is on the final frame of my YouTube video. And you can also subscribe to my blog. You will get an email every time I make a new post if you subscribe to it. And it's all for free. I don't use Patreon or anything like that. There's a lot of artists that are showing their work online and is teaching. that charge, but I don't charge. Jack and I have always felt that so many people helped us in our careers that it's our, God has given us that gift, and so it's up to us to give back to other artists. So today, when you're just working with somebody, just remember that. Give back. Help somebody. And just have a wonderful, wonderful day, and thank you again.